Just when the entire nation's media and social media was hooked on to what's happening with the Bollywood superstar's son caught by the NCV, another story, a much sinister one and savage in another part of the country, was secretly being brushed under the carpet. The story is of a former Miss India contestant and model Rajkanya Baruah who ran over 8 labourers in Assam. The 8 labourers worked with Guwahati's Public Works Department or the PWD. The images and the graphic details of the story are posted on my Instagram and the link is in the description. It's @RevieWron. The 29-year-old model also ran over the lower part of a 9th victim identified as Joseph, whose legs had to be amputated. But if you thought that this is the most shocking part of the story, then you are sadly mistaken. The most shocking part of this crime story are a string of questions that I have. How does one woman who almost kills 9 people get support from police, an MLA, and a doctor who help her escape the clutches of the law? Is the cost of life so cheap in our country that a struggling model who is barely even a celebrity can buy so many people's silence and support that after committing the crime she walks out on bail within 24 hours because the police and the doctor connive to prepare a wafer-thin case that doesn't hold water in the court? Did you know that Rajkanya Baruah was granted bail as all the sections slapped against her were bailable and no criminal case was filed by the police? It is only after an uproar on social media that the woman was rearrested. And you don't have to believe me. Just listen to what Assam's DGP Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta has revealed to the media. You will know how easy peasy it was for this woman to walk out from a party, run over innocent labourers and then simply walk out on bail and go home. In a shocking turn of events, Assam's DGP Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta himself has admitted to lapses at the initial stage of the probe into the case that happened on the night of October 1st in Guwahati. He admitted that mistakes were made at the initial stage of the probe and the process is now being taken for punitive actions. The DGP said that when he learned about the incident, he called up a police officer and reprimanded him for not keeping his seniors in the loop. I directed that a case be filed under culpable homicide, not amounting to murder. I told him to supervise it appropriately. He also said 2 police officers have been already reserved. Reserved? What does that even mean? Does it mean that there will be a departmental inquiry against them for not performing their duty diligently, or does it mean that they have been demoted? I don't know, because in all my years of journalism I have never come across this word. If you know, then please shed some light on this in the comment section. There is one report, however, in the Hindu that says that 2 sub-inspectors, Sahir Ali and Abha Rani Gogoi of Guwahati's Dispur police station were closed to the police reserve on October 4th. But that still leaves a lot to imagination. And this also happened only after the Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, sought a proper probe into the incident. Now, soon after Rajkanya Baruah trampled over the labourers, she was taken to a private hospital called JNRC, where a doctor named Navnil Baruah treated her for trauma. He is now under the scanner for allegedly trying to protect her by admitting her to the ICU when she clearly wasn't the one who needed intensive care. Talking about his phone conversation with the doctor, the Assam DGP said, "He had told me the woman has a suicidal tendency and if she was arrested, we would have to take precautions." I said, "That will be taken care of." This is what the DGP said. He admitted that the police should have made a strong case by slapping the relevant sections of the IPC on her and placed them before the court. But it was not done. He agreed that the labourers were injured due to someone's negligence, arrogance and drunken behaviour. Asked about an MLA who has allegedly tried to rescue the model from the police, the DGP said, "I have asked the DCP to find out what kind of a party was going on at the 5-star hotel that Rajkanya Baruah attended till the wee hours of the morning." The DGP said that the CCTV footage needs to be collected and examined. Another report claims that the Assam police has now cleared that there is no involvement of an MLA in covering up this case. Now, it doesn't take a genius to wonder if someone runs over 9 people, that person behind the wheel is most likely under heavy influence of alcohol. But the DGP himself is saying that he doubts the investigating officers even sought a test to ascertain if Rajkanya was drunk, although he says that the model was medically examined. He then said that he has written a letter to the officers in charge of the police stations yesterday asking them to ensure that the appropriate sections are always slapped when they register a case. Rajkanya Baruah, who was a contestant of the Femina Miss India 2016, is now being investigated in each aspect of this case, which is evolving daily during interrogations of various people. The police is now saying that they will also investigate as to how the 5-star hotel Taj Vivanta was allowed late night partying even after the 10 p.m. deadline when the COVID related curfew starts in Guwahati. Now, finally, after all the UN cry, the Assam Chief Minister intervened into the matter and the police re-arrested Rajkanya Baruah from the private hospital that she was admitted to. She had checked into the intensive care unit of this hospital, citing poor health after the police had summoned her last Tuesday. But the medical board said she is fit to appear before the investigating officer and needs no hospitalization whatsoever. By the way, this is not the first time that this woman has been in trouble with the law. A year before she entered the Femina Miss India beauty contest, in 2015, she had spent a night at the Latasil police station in Guwahati for smashing liquor bottles near the Raj Bhavan. Her Instagram account, that has now gone private, describes her as Femina Miss India finalist in 2016, a floral designer, a certified wedding planner, an event stylist, and a brand consultant. There's also a website URL in her Insta bio called that'samore.in, but the site is currently suspended. As of now, she is in police custody and her fate hangs in balance on the trial and the condition of her victims. The court has ordered for her driving license to be seized with immediate effect and sent her to a 14-day judicial custody as per the local media reports from Assam. You can find the uncut version of the story and more updates as it happens on my Instagram. You can also chat with me there, and on Facebook it's @ReviewRon. Like, share, comment and subscribe here if you find my videos worth it. But even if you don't do any of these things, thank you so much for watching this one. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.